Hi, it's Jesse Zeman, Executive Director of the BC Wildlife Federation. Quick update on all of our advocacy efforts. This is the last week of September. So the week before that, we went down to Vancouver while UBCM was going on. We had the opportunity to meet with the Minister of Finance, and we discussed dedicating hunting license fees. We discussed increased funding, setting objectives, public access to public resources, all of the good things that we need to do to ensure there's a future for fish and wildlife, to ensure that there's public access to fish and wildlife. We also had the opportunity with our awesome team with the Watershed Security Coalition to go and meet with the Premier, the Minister of Forests, the Minister of Waterlands, Resource Stewardship, Emergency Services, and the Parliamentary Secretary of what we call WALRES, which is Waterlands Resource Stewardship. Big focus there on prevention, dedicated funding, controlled burns, and prescribed and cultural burns, getting ahead of issues around drought. So that means that we need to get shovels in the ground so that we can restore some more wetlands, do some more off-stream channels, hold some water back on the landscape, which involves our beaver dam analogs, and all of the good things that we know fish and wildlife need. We talked about the impacts of wildfire on communities and on wildlife. You can see behind me what a fire looks like now after 100+ years of fire suppression. Extremely severe, full loss of trees, full loss of vegetation. This is not what a forest fire should look like. It should be a heterogeneous burn, which is great for wildlife and is also going to protect houses. So our message here today and in the future and last week is going to be, we need money invested in fish, wildlife, and habitat so that we can proactively conserve and restore them, which will help create more fish and wildlife in the future, and it will help stop people's homes from burning down. There's a better way. It does not involve spending billions of dollars on firefighters. It involves spending billions of dollars on our environment to restore our landscapes and manage fish and wildlife. Next week, we're going off to Ottawa for 3 days. We're going to be there with the Pacific Salmon Foundation and also with Sportfishing Institute. So that is going to be about anadromous fish, focusing in on salmon, steelhead, conservation, public access. We'll also be in Ottawa talking about Bill C-21, conservation lands, and all things that can affect our membership and the public and fish and wildlife into the future. Thanks to everyone who donated for this increased advocacy effort. We're going to keep pushing. It looks like we might actually be going to Ottawa twice this month. This is very new to the BCWF. We're trying to increase our reach and our ability to influence and access federal decision makers. So appreciate all the support. We're going to keep working as hard as we can to increase the advocacy, but we definitely need those donations to keep coming through, because this is, abnormal for us to get out there and get into Ottawa regularly. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of the hunting season, and we'll give you another update in a few weeks. Thanks.